Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about Superman because the trailer came out and there has been merchandise leaks. And it looks terrible. I am not going to lie. But my main issue is that it seems like the rumors of where it's just like it's being inspired by All-Star Superman, which a lot of people don't know because a lot of people are glazers and really don't understand. All-Star Superman was like a collections of kind of like stories kind of put together in because that's kind of like how the old silver age golden age things sometimes where just like it's a collections of moments happening into a story, and somehow it comes into a cohesive thing, but not really. It's moments happening. You get what I'm saying? Because if you guys watch the original All-Star Superman movie, you can, and if you read the comic book like I have, you notice that there are things that are cut out for time and cost because the book was just kind of hitting moments. And when you're doing a movie, you can't really do that kind of stuff. That's why they had to make a lot of changes for in order for All Star Superman to work. Honestly, um, and seeing the trailer for Superman, that is exactly what they're doing. They're doing moments. They're doing moments with the overarching story, but moments. They're trying to hit those spots that a lot of y'all were criticizing Man of Steel and BBS about, and that's what James trying to hit. But it's not that great, honestly. But in particularly, I want to talk about the fact that I just saw the villains besides the kaiju, which we already know that that thing is gross. That thing looks terrible. But the other two villains that are also going to be in there, the Epic Strike Hammer, that's what he's called, the Epic Strike Hammerer, and Ultraman, DC's Ultraman, and it looks terrible. It is literally um, I believe it's what people were saying that Lex Luthor was able to clone Superman. So I guess that'll be his prototype before it becomes Bizarro, which is stupid. You should just went ahead and just did Bizarro. Like, be so for real. Like, I don't understand why you just couldn't just do that then if you were going to go, you know what I'm saying? And then with Ultraman is an alternate reality version of Superman who is evil, like evil. The evil that a lot of y'all bitches claim that that's what Zack Snyder's Superman was, or that's what Superman has been. When just like most of you guys don't even read the comic books. Most of you guys didn't really pay attention, but y'all love to try to say something was evil Superman, and it's just like, yeah, but the only evil Superman really that's been present in people's mind really has been the Injustice Superman. Everything else has been Superman either, actually, no, he really hasn't really been prominently evil in anything. Because I know a lot of y'all be like, oh, the nightmare sequence. Yes, but that's the anti-life equation. And if you bitches read the comic book, you would know the anti-life equation. It went once Darkseid gets it, whoever gets it, the person is under their control. They, no matter who it is, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Matter if you don't believe me, read Final Crisis. Final Crisis really showed you what the anti-life equation can do to a person once they get wrapped up in it. You know what I'm saying? So no, it's not this person just randomly becoming evil or anything. No, he's being turned evil. He's being possessed or whatever. Once the mind is weakened, once Darkseid or whoever has the anti-life equation finds a weakness in you, exploit that weakness, it just makes you open to be taken over by the anti-life equation, where you become the herald of destruction for whoever is in control. That's the whole point. That's what Batman was envisioning. You know what I mean? That's where the visions were coming from. But you know, a lot of y'all claim that y'all read Superman comic books, but didn't even know the basic stuff. Oh, and you know, by the way, the whole anti-life equation and dark side stuff, y'all do realize it was created by King Jack Kirby, right? I'm just saying, from the fourth world. I'm just saying, since y'all like Jack Kirby so much. But anyway, saw the toys and it looks awful. It looks like garbage on garbage on garbage. And my thing is, these are designs you chose. And then another thing too with that is, how come you couldn't have show out of all the Ultraman costumes? There are so many Ultraman costumes or looks, feels that you know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't even you know what I mean? Or even if you didn't use Ultraman, you could have based it off of Bizarro, or you could have did the Earth 2 one called Brutal, which I think you should have just did Brutal, or you could have got the outfit that when Darkseid took over Superman's mind towards the end of Superman the animated series. That could have been something. Or when Lois Lane went to that alternate world or whatever, and Superman and Lex Luthor team up together after his Lois Lane died or whatever. You could have did something like that if you really need to go that route for a costume. But this black purplish suit and calling him Ultraman, come on now. And I get it, it's another call back to Red Sun, where they called, I think we called ours all Ultraman 2 is kind of like it's kind of like a Superman clone or whatever. um so I get it, but out of all of the looks, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's lazy. And then the epic strike hammerer. Are you serious? We're really having Superman fight something like that. So not Volcanica, not Titano, the super the Super Eight, not Toyman, not Metallo, not Parasite, not Intergame. You know what I mean? Like we're not even gonna do those kind of heroes at all. I mean, not heroes, but those kind of villains. You get what I'm saying? Like when y'all have an opportunity to actually do, Superman villains, you choose not to, because think about it. Like you're telling me we're not even going to even try to because you got Atomic Skull, we got Bloodsport, let me see. Well, I'm trying not to go with the obvious villains, because because I really want to just say like a few of them, but I'm besides Lex Luthor, because I mean Lex Luthor is there, but you got Morgan Edge, you have the Prankster, Silver Banshee, um, the Ultra Humanite, you know, that could have been something. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of like, I'm just kind of annoyed that you had an opportunity to do something. You had an opportunity to show off some villains for Superman, and instead of doing that, you chose not to. And I don't get it. I really don't get it, because it looks pathetic to see that the fact that you had an opportunity to do something with Ultraman correctly, or you had an opportunity to also bring in another Superman villain, since the movie is Superman. So you got Lex Luthor, you got Ultraman sort of right, and the Hammerer is a character that y'all created for the movie. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? I didn't need that. I didn't need that. You could have literally did the Atomic Skull if you really wanted something like that, or like I said, Titanimo, the Super 8, which should have been there instead of the Kaiju. And then if you needed an armored person, I mean, you could have had Toyman, who creates literally armored toys to take on Superman. Like, it's right there. You get what I'm saying? So is just kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but I just kind of wanted to jump on here right quick and just kind of discuss that, because I just was like, okay, all right. This is kind of pathetic, but it is what it is. So what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.